Okay, so was it just me, or the second that Blue Pegasus started explaining their plan detail by detail, like going through all the steps and checks and balances and all that shit, did everyone else think to themselves, oh, this isn't gonna work. Aknologia is gonna see through that shit, or something's gonna happen and fuck up the plan. And look what ended up happening at the end of the chapter. Look what ended up happening with their plan to defeat Aknologia. Didn't fucking work, did it? Alright, so the chapter starts off and we got Anna and Wendy just sitting there like, oh, Anna Sensei, I wish I could remember who you are. I wish I could remember everything in detail. I just got bits and pieces. And Anna's like, chill, it's okay. You know, all you Dragon Slayers don't remember just because something happened in the time lapse or whatever. You're fine, don't worry about it. And the whole time they're talking, fucking Jalal and Urza are just sitting there looking at him like, you know, it's kind of convenient you showed up just now. It's kind of convenient you showed up right when we needed you the most. It's a little too convenient. I'm not sure if I trust you yet, but, you know, we have no other choice at this point. So I'm just going to follow your plan until it doesn't work. Which, of course, it ends up not working. You know, Blue Pegasus go through all their steps and balances. They're like, alright, this is what we're doing. They start counting down to, like, the meters. Like, the second they are in the 100-meter away from the time lapse, they're like, alright, spin out away, got back into position, head angle, you following him straight through the time lapse. And they're all celebrating. You know, there's like some big explosion. Acnologia gets like off their radar for a second, and they're all celebrating like, all right, we did it. Plan worked. Let's do this. And then he just jumps out of nowhere and grabs her ship, and they're like, fuck. And then Anna looks behind her and is like, holy shit, the time lapse is closed. Fuck. And I don't know about the rest of you guys, but when I saw that part, I was like, Anna, you didn't bother to come and check the time lapse beforehand. You didn't bother to come and check to make sure it was still open before you said, hey, I got a plan to take down Acnologia. Like, I mean, you showed up literally the last minute in this war. You couldn't have taken that time to say, hey, before we go and, you know, do this plan, let's make sure everything's, you know, good. Let's check all our balances. You know, let's cross all our T's and dot all our I's. Make sure this fucking time lapse is open so we can actually lead the bitch into the fucking time lapse and kill him. No? You should have fucking checked Anna. So yeah, the time lapse is closed, and we find out that was actually Zareth that closed it. He apparently found it after Anna stopped being around it, and he's like, you know what? No. Time lapse, you're not allowed to be open because time magic is my thing. So he closed it, and he's like, alright, I'll be back when I have Fairy Heart, and then I can enact my plan. Which is basically, you know, what he said last chapter. He's going to use Fairy Heart and the time lapse to go back in time and change history, or change his history, basically. So, you know, that's his plan, and he's actually, you know, just going into Natsu about the whole thing, telling him, oh, I closed the time lapse. We cut back to Anna, and they're like, oh, we gotta find a way to open up the time lapse again, and, you know, lure Acnologia back into it. Not sure if it's gonna work, but it's our only option at this point. It's actually funny how to get him off the ship, because, you know, he's just sitting on top of the ship, tearing away at it, trying to get to the people inside. And I think it's Urza who goes up to Ichiya and says, hey, whatever you're using to make this, you know, ride suitable for Dragon Slayers, destroy it. Because he's a Dragon Slayer. The second that's destroyed, he'll get the motion sickness like everyone else does, and he'll get off the ship. And he does, and it's actually kind of funny how they do it. He shows a little drawing, a little cute drawing of him just like falling off the ship while throwing up a little bit. It's kind of funny. And then in the next panel, he even still has a little bit of throw up in his mouth while he's chasing after them. But yeah, their plan is to reactivate the time lapse and, you know, try to lead them back to it without getting destroyed. Not sure how that's going to work out for them, but I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. Then we come back over to Lucy, Gray, and Happy, and the three of them finally open up the book of End, and all these magical texts just come flying out, and it's all this information about Natsu. Of course, I couldn't read it because it's in their language, so I couldn't fucking read it. But, you know, Lucy's like, oh my god, Natsu. She saw something in there that kind of made her worried about Natsu. And then we come back over to Natsu. He's still being, you know, enveloped by whatever magic Zareth's using on him. Zareth's sitting there gloating to him. Mavis shows up, and she's like, you know, I'm going to stop you, Zareth. I have a plan to stop you. And the second she showed up, I was like, Mavis, why? What are you doing? Just go. You are literally fucking everything up. You're not really a fighter. We've proven many times that you're not a fighter. So what is your plan here? And then right when Zareth's about to attack her, Natsu breaks out of his chains. He actually, I guess Zareth was using fire magic on him because Natsu eats that shit and just activates. It looks like he activates his Dragon Force. And he's like, Mavis, back up. Don't fuck anything up. I got this. And that's where the chapter ends. And I'm like, fuck yes. Alright, Natsu powered up. He was already kind of a match for Zareth before. Now he's powered up. He's going to be even more on equal standing with Zareth. I'm ready to see that fight. I cannot wait to see what happens next chapter though. And that's pretty much all that happened in the chapter. Now, before I end this video, I want to make my predictions of what's going to happen next time. I'm predicting that, you know, obviously, you know, Zareth and Natsu are going to fight. I think Natsu might start going even more dragon. Like we saw the way he is in in the new fairy tale movie Dragon Cry. We saw the previews of him with like the wing and like the dragons, did like dragon properties all around him. I think throughout this fight he's going to become more and more like a dragon, up to the point where he's at that form. He's at that kind of form that we see him in the previews for Dragon Cry. I think that's when Natsu, or not Natsu, that's when Gray, Lucy, and Happy are going to show up after reading the book at end. They're going to show up and, in Act Part 2 of Maze's plan, which I guess Part 1 was showing up and, confusing Zara for a second. I don't fucking know. And then back to the whole Anna and all, and acting and shit. I think they are gonna find a way to reopen the time lapse. Maybe Zeref opens it back up. I don't know, but the time lapse is gonna open up again. And I think because apparently Lucy's not allowed to have any living family members. I think Anna's gonna have to sacrifice herself in order to get Agnolia to go through the time lapse again. I'm not exactly sure what she could do to lead Agnolia back through the time lapse, but I'm pretty sure she's gonna find a way, and it's gonna end up with her sacrificing herself. Now I don't want that to happen because fucking Lucy needs a family member at this point. I mean, she lost her mom, she lost her dad, she fucking lost Aquarius. Let her have someone. Let her have someone besides her guild members and her keys. Let her have some sort of semblance of family. But yeah, that's what I predict is gonna happen in the next few chapters. But yeah, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, drop me a like, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. Share this video with your friends who like fairy tale and like fairy tale reviews. And yeah, check out some of the other videos on the channel. That's about it. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.